I know I'm a minute late. Tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen. What's up, y'all? What's up, YouTube? What's up? What's up, y'all? What up, YouTube? What up, Facebook? What up, TikTok? Tap the screen, share that live, y'all. Tap the screen, share the live. We're in the building. Tap the screen and share the live. Tap the screen and share the live. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Everybody, what's up, Afro? How you doing? What's up, darling? What's up, baby? Welcome to the live, y'all. Tap the screen, share the live. What's up? What's up? I'm working these angles today, baby. Check this out, y'all. I got my StreamYard going, so I got my YouTube channel. I'm live on there. How you doing, sweetheart? Welcome to the live. I'm live on the YouTube channel. Man, I got damn drugs sitting on the table. Sorry about that. What's up, y'all? Tap the screen and share the live. This is my first time doing it like this, y'all. I'm what you call it, multi-streaming. You know what I'm saying? Multitasking, multi-streaming. I'm excited about doing this. I got this idea from my homeboy, Craig Fax. I want to shout out Craig Fax. Shout out to him for giving me this idea. And yeah, in this day and age, in this market, you can go live on multiple platforms. What's up, Prince? And that's what I'm doing today, y'all. We doing Love, Laughs, and Romance 50+ on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Hey, San, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Gonna update y'all. Let a few of y'all get in here. We're gonna wait. We're gonna go another 2 minutes. What's up, brother? Welcome to the live. I see y'all popping in here. I'm gonna go about 2 more minutes and let y'all get in here, and then we're gonna start today's groove. Afro, how you doing, darling? What's up, my dear? Let me welcome everybody to the chat. Get in here, man. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. My name is Louis Trey Love Smith, actor, comedian, live host on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. I'm a live host, and I'm with the Wanderpreneur Agency. That's WPA Agency. What's up, Keita? How you doing, honey? With the WPA Agency, and also I do have a commercial agent as well. Shout out to my commercial agent. But yeah, y'all, I'm doing big things, different things, big things, man. We making things happen right here on the stream. We doing it right from the house, y'all. Welcome to the live. Tammy, what up, girl? Sean B, what up, girl? Sean, what's happening, baby? Sean, I was just getting everybody, letting everybody know what we was doing. Sean, I got my StreamYard set up. You got to come by and check me out. I've been great. I miss you too. I've been thinking about you. I looked at your page the other day. I said I need to get in touch with my agent. But yeah, I have a StreamYard set up where I'm live, y'all, right now on YouTube and Facebook as well as TikTok. And this is how we gonna be doing it. Oh, you in Valencia now? You relocated? Okay. Sean is relocated, y'all. Our agent has busted a move on us, and we the last to find out. We got to get on her case about that. But welcome to the live, y'all. Tap the screen and share it. Love, Laughs, and Romance 50+. Oh, I've been moving. Yeah. Oh, Sean, that's why I'm saying we have to catch up. We have to catch up. It's been a lot going on, but in a really, really good way, like a great way. A lot going on. And I mean, some of it is life. And you know, my co-host, she's had some stuff she's dealt with as far as the court systems, as far as family and stuff like that. What up, Sean? Sean coming in here to chit chat with us today, y'all. And so yeah, we've been she and I both have just been up and down and figuring things out. But I'm back live now, y'all. I'm back with it, and I'm gonna give y'all a new schedule because of my life, because of the way things have been going. Shout out Sean B, y'all. That's the WPA lady, y'all. That's my girl, Sean B. Let's give her some love, y'all. Let's give her some love real quick. Hey, Shatari, how you doing, Miss Kemp? What's up? Welcome to the. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. Go, baby. We over here getting GOAT status. That's what I'm talking about. Sean B, this carbonated water is to you. Here's to you, darling. Y'all, I got some carbonated water this morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all don't even understand. Share that live, man. We're gonna have some fun today. I got some updates for y'all, man. If you love comedy and you want to know more about comedy, please send, and you know people that want to know more about comedy, please send this live out to them now, because I got some updates about the industry that y'all need to hear. Do you understand me? Y'all need to hear what's going on in this entertainment business. Notice I said business like that because, see, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean B, y'all. That's my agent, y'all. That's what we doing over here. That's what the WPA agency does, baby. We shout it out. We push it out. We make sure everybody know, yo, we a team over here. But like I said, y'all, it's some updates I'm going to share with y'all. It's 11:36. I'm going to go ahead and keep chit-chatting with y'all and enjoy my carbonated water for a little bit. But if you like comedy, if you want to do comedy, if you know a comedian, if you know anybody who has anything to do with comedy, today is the show that y'all need to watch. Today is the show that y'all definitely need to watch, because I got some major updates for y'all. I didn't forget the last thing that we talked about. Next year, and Sean, I'm glad you're on here because I want to make this announcement with you. And of course, my co-host Tammy is aware of it. Next year, guys, for my birthday, we are doing a cruise, a comedy cruise. It's going to be me doing stand-up, a couple of other comedians, and Pop 1500 is going to come in. He's going to select all of the musical acts. So we're going to have a DJ spinning. We're going to have me doing stand-up. There go Tammy, y'all. There go my co-host in the building. Tammy T. Good afternoon, my love. How are you today? Oh, wow. Really? What's going on? Talk to us, man. I mean, I know you was under the weather. I know that privately and personally, but is it anything you want to share or you can share with everybody, or you just kind of want to sit back on that? Okay, your health is good. You back on top, back on your stuff, back on stuff. Okay, we got to check on Tammy, y'all. Y'all know how it is. Like, I need my co-host to rock with me. And yes, Sean B, 100% definitely. That's why I made sure I made the announcement with you on here, because it's going to be a WPA themed birthday party, y'all. We planning it. Tammy and I and Pop 1500. We all were discussing this the last show that we did. I mean, we had a hype show, y'all. The show was so good, man. Huh? Then that mean we gonna do it together, Tammy. That's all that mean. Yeah, Sean, you hear that? She talking about our birthdays in the same month, and I planned on going on a cruise. Well, how damn it, we gonna be cruising together. We gonna sail the seven seas. And see, here's the beauty of it, y'all. We got a year to plan this, and Sean already just said she wants exactly. Sean B just said combine it, and she wants to be part of it. So we gonna do it. And Sean B is in the building, y'all. Welcome to the platform, y'all. My agent, the WPA agency, Wanderpreneur. Welcome, Sean B. How you doing, honey? Wow. Oh, you relocated recently, huh? Mm. How far is Valencia from like say the LA area? Is it kind of far, or is it like Long Beach? Like Long Beach is across the street. Okay, kind of like Reseda, like kind of right north of the valley, north of Reseda. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all, Sean B has moved to Texas. Okay, I'm gonna just let y'all know what she said. Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you like this. In my opinion, I don't think Sean want no visitors, y'all, because that is if she's because I know how far Reseda is from where I am, y'all. You gotta understand. I'm at the most southern part of LA, right? Like far south. That's Long Beach. She has gone to the extreme north of LA, Valencia, past, like when I say Reseda, I was trying to get an idea because I know how far Reseda is. When she said north of that, then baby. Yeah. You don't want no visitors. I get that. I get that. Nobody's dropping by. You understand? So look, so since we got you on here, Sean, and again, you know how it is. We go live, we share our lives, we share our stories. What is the reasoning for the move? You want to share with the family, or that's kind of like that ain't none of our business? Right. So you all had already had this planned, huh? How long have you been married, Sean? Man, when I tell y'all, like when I first met this lady, it was something like amazing about her. And just even right now, like, look, you know, when people, you got to be, and I was talking to I did a consultation yesterday with a filmmaker. Shout out to Marcus Head. He's a bona fide filmmaker. He does documentaries and everything. Really, and a really good guy. And I actually have him in my pocket, a close friend. And y'all tap the screen and share that live, y'all. We got some great information to share today. And so we had a consultation yesterday. He was like, "Hey man, I got about an hour. I can, you can bend my ear. What you need to know." And he told me, he said, and I just want to share with the family. You see how Tammy and I are planning our birthday for next year? He and I came up with a concept, a 2-year plan in order to prepare, because what I'm doing, y'all, the transition is going to be slow. I'm always going to do stand up. I'm always going to act, because those are the two pillars of my life. However, getting older, getting wiser, looking at the grand scheme of things, looking at life as a big picture instead of tomorrow, next week, next month. We come up with a 2-year plan. I'm transitioning to being a filmmaker. I'm going to be putting about, at least at minimum, I'm going to have one film ready in the can, ready to go at the Black Film Festival for June of 2028. Okay, so y'all, I need help with that. I need assistance. I need actors. I need actresses. Wow. Mm. Yes. Well, wonderful. Y'all see how that just happened? See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I want to explain something to the family that's on here right now. A closed mouth don't get fed. You see how oh. Damn, my brain scrolled. Mm. Can y'all hear me? I was gonna say my screen just froze on me. And the lights is up too. Let me see something. Right, like this. Mm. We gonna work on it, Tammy. We Oh, you know what? I'm actually glad that this glitch is happening. Right. Hey, because people be wanting to hit you too, Tammy. I ain't lying. You be getting love over here. You know that. You get love on my channel. You get love over here. Yeah. Right. Platform. Wow. What Tammy, what you got to do is go live first, then come in. I see what she's saying. Didn't wait. I thought Tammy had already joined. Tammy, you better get on board. Sean, send her a link. Sean, send her the link. Send her the link for the to join, so that way she can join. Because Tammy, me and you talked about that before. I asked you, and you said you wanted to join. I mistakenly thought. Right, 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 right. Well, yeah, Tammy, jump on, man. Get part of this agency. And see, Tammy, let me tell you something. What's going to be so great is you being part of the agency. It is still July. We're planning a freaking birthday party for July of 2027. Jump on board with WPA now. I'm telling you, between what we'll be able to do together, man, we're gonna have the dopest party. It's gonna be such a fly party next year. I'm telling you, get my birthday was July 7th. I already had my birthday. And hers is on the 28th. So we're gonna do a mid. Yeah, it's okay. You know what? You was in my thoughts and heart. Let me tell you something, Sean. Hey, we celebrated you so hard, I forgot I had a birthday. We celebrated. I still look at them pictures, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something. We had a magical night to celebrate, and we didn't just celebrate, y'all. We launched the WPA agency that night. So between the launch, celebrating Sean B's birthday, I ain't even gonna lie, sweetheart. I enjoyed my birthday, but celebrating you was so amazing until humbly my day was an afterthought. We'll get to me next year. Okay. I don't know what's going on with my camera, y'all. Wow. Right, right. Yeah, July. Wow. Wow. We got a year to plan. Yes. Yes, we want to do the whole thing. Hey, look, y'all. Thank you so much for that Nerd Command podcast. Brother, thank you so much for that shout out, man. I really appreciate that, man. And yes, belated birthday. Tammy, you keep your screen on. Mine off because I don't know what's going on with my screen, but keep yours on so they can see your pretty face. But thank you, brother. I want to tell y'all, man. I just want to tell y'all, man, these last since Sean's birthday. Sean, I don't know if you know. Sean B, I'm going to tell you something I know for a fact you did not know. The night of your birthday, I was in severe pain. I was in severe pain. Let me tell you what was going on. Demetra knew this and Tammy knew this, but I would not allow myself to feel that pain because I was so dedicated to making sure that I did my job to make sure your birthday party was going on. I recently had a tooth removed, and Tammy knows this. When I was doing your birthday party, I was popping pills in order to keep the pain away. Yeah, but see, here's where, and I journaled about it. Here's where the rubber meets the road. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Here's where the rubber meets the road, and thank you again. Oh my God, that's love. That's love. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you, boss lady. And that's my girl, Shatari. Love you, honey. Thank you so much for coming in here and showing love the way you always do, Shatari. You always show love, boss lady. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But I got to tell Sean what was happening that night. Sean, I was popping like extra strength Tylenols, Norcos, because I had a major toothache, which I had pulled 2 days later. So I was supposed to get it pulled like a couple days before your birthday party, but guess what? God wanted to see. God tested me because I'm not, and I promise this is nowhere near braggadocious, but I know that I gave y'all a show that night. I hosted my behind off because mentally I said to myself, you know what? I'm not in my grave. This is a little pain. You understand? I have a job to do, and that's I want to share this with everybody. That's how dedicated I am to my craft, to doing what it is that I set out to do. Doing, boss lady, you getting your love, baby. Doing what it is I set out to do, accomplishing my goals. And it's a testimony. I journaled about it. People don't understand. You're going to be in pain sometime. You're going to have to go through difficult times. But what's going to make, thank you so much. God, dog. I love them blessings, boy. What makes success is not the good times when things are going good and you know your health is good and you're feeling good and you're showing up. You showing up because it's routine, it's osmosis. But are you going to show up when you in pain? Are you going to show up and I'm just saying, like, when someone you love passes away? Are you going to show up when you're not feeling good emotionally? You know, are you going to still show up? And for me, I'm gonna tell you, my mindset for your birthday party, Sean B, and I'm gonna tell you this, sister, it's because of, and here's what's crazy, Sean. We don't even have like a long friendship bond or relationship, but I swear, thank you, my love. I swear, I feel like where have I been before you came into my life? Because you literally, sister, you sparked something in me from the day I met you. I was like, this little lady got it going on. And I told Demetra, I said, you know what? I said, I really feel like God put everything together because she has the sauce that I need in order to really be able to expand myself, career, her advice and tutelage. And I'm going to tell you something. You literally brought me, I'm talking about, and not that I was in a dark space, because I wasn't. I mean, I was doing okay. But I'm going to say this. The catalyst that you have been to my career. I'm talking about from the moment we met to right now. I be Sean B. I got an agent. And don't forget, highly of her. And don't forget, I'm going to tell y'all straight up. And again, I say this not braggingly. I'm a member of the Screen Actors Guild. I'm already SAG. So it's not like I need the beginning spaces to get in order where I'm trying to go in my career. However, I am, in the name of transparency, y'all, I'm a 51-year-old man. Okay, where do I go with all this talent? Where do I go with all these skills? Not bragging. I know this is going to sound a little cocky, but where do I go with all this sexy and this handsome? Where do I go and what do I do with it? And then check this out. Yes. Sean B has what I like to call. See, I'm gonna tell y'all talking to a dude who been in the game 30 years. Sean B has something that when in the industry, there's a word we use. It's, you know how like people call it jargon, it's secret words that people use that other people don't know. Yeah. Thank you, baby. Welcome to the building. I love her. That's our sister, man. Yaya, welcome. We love you over here, Yaya. And you blessed us. And Yaya is going to be on that cruise with us. But let me finish giving Sean her flowers. Sean, you it's the word that we use. You know how like in doctors' terms they have what's called jargon. In the industry, behind the scenes, we have a word we use for people that have the what we call the it factor. They have something. You see it and you go, that person got something. It's a word. I'm gonna say this word and I want y'all to write this word down. Everybody listening to this podcast, write this word down. If you want to know anything about the business, if you ever hear this word, say, dang, I heard Trey Love say that word first. Sean B has what we in the business call sizzle. Sizzle. She has sizzle. That's what I noticed about her when I first met this young lady. I said, this girl got sizzle. And if you know what sizzle is, if you look up the definition of it, if you can relate to what sizzle is, the young lady got sizzle. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all, that's what drew me to her magnetically. I was like, because again, let me tell y'all something about a person who has sizzle, a person who has charisma, a person who has charm, a person who has skill. When you can combine yourself with someone like that, you and that person, you can use your talents and skills and combine with that person, and that person can help you go where you're trying to go. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been in the Hershey Swoops commercial. I was in a major motion picture from Justin Kelly. I've done movies, commercials. I've been on CSI television. But what Sean B brings to the table for me is a resurgence of my career. We are in 2026. What's up, Al? My frat brother here. What's up, Al? How you doing, boy? That's Al Elliott, y'all. We became Masons together in 1994. That's my frat brother right there, my cable toe. Love you, brother. Thanks for coming in. But like I said, Sean B has something called sizzle. And if you've ever been around Sean B, if you've been a lot of people, y'all don't even know. I met Sean B in a class that she was teaching. And like I said, you know, me being an entertainer, and I'm not being funny. Again, I don't like to brag, but I know a lot about this game and I can read people. Hey, Kimmy K, welcome in, baby. Thank you. I can read people and I can sense things. And more than anything, y'all, more than anything, I feel energy. Again, me and Tammy have never physically like shook hands or touched each other or hugged or been in the same room, but me and Tammy got energy. When I first met Sean B, there was an energy about her that was magnetic. And I'm going to be honest, I wanted to be in the atmosphere. I wanted to be in the orbit. I wanted to be, hey, Momo, what up, baby? Momo is in the building. Momo is in the building. I wanted to be around Sean B's. And y'all keep tapping that screen and sharing that live, y'all. I got some things I need to share with y'all today that, trust me, y'all going to be, if you want some knowledge, if you know anybody that does comedy and wants anything to do with comedy, I'm even saving this information because y'all need to get in here. Y'all need to share this live because I got some pertinent information I need to share with y'all. But back to my praises of my agent, who I have just, like I said, it's not even a year, but a profound respect for, you know, knowing when God, they say, my mom used to say, God's unchanging hands. You know, you go through things and the Lord, he'll line you up. And next thing you know, boom, you with the right person, you with the right people. And quite honestly, just in the name of professionalism, in the name of just things that I'm trying to do, in the name of energy, in the name of using what I got to get where I want, this young lady here has that sizzle. She got that pop, man. And I'm telling you, it's funny because when I think about like what I was explaining to you all about, and Sean didn't even know it. See, that's the thing. Let me show you about a professional. Sean had no idea that I was in pain the night of her birthday party. I was literally in pain. I'm telling y'all, if you ever had a toothache, statistically, there are 3 pains that are the worst pains that a human being can ever experience. That's toothache, a backache, or breaking your femur bone in your leg. Again, I'm military. Don't ask me how I know what the worst pains are, but those are the worst pains. And as I was going through that pain, what drove me to keep going through that night was, it wasn't about me. It wasn't about my little punk ass pain. Sean B hired me to host her freaking birthday party. And I'm going to tell you something. The only thing that would have kept me from doing the job that I did and making sure that as the host, I made her party what it was and I gave everything I had to that was if I was in the ground. That's the only thing would have stopped me from doing that. Because here's the thing. Let me show y'all something about how this game go. This young lady trusted me. Y'all got to understand, when somebody puts trust in you, Trey Love, I want you to host my birthday party. That's an honor. That's what I consider an honor. That's not just, oh, okay, I'm gonna go host your party. No, y'all got to understand. I cut the cake. Oh, I was cutting up that night too. I was cutting up that night. Hey, y'all, when I say I was cutting up that night, for those who were there, they experienced it. But if you wasn't there, man, I don't even see. That's the thing. We might not even have footage, but I know I cut up that night. And guess what? I cut the cake. And Sean, your cake. Let me get this girl her flowers, y'all. Sean B was absolutely gorgeous. I think she had like 3 wardrobe changes. Her birthday cake was off the chain. Her family was there, her friends. Her brother wanted to beat me up, because it was just a lot going on. I'm joking. He didn't want to. I'm just joking because he was your brother, and I was like, yeah, if I get out of line, because her brother, like I'm gonna tell you, Sean cool and cute, but her brother, he was letting me know, yeah, I'm from Compton. That's what you gotta love about us, man. We know how to dance. It's something called code switch, and I love my people for that. We know how to code switch. Let me tell you something to the African Americans. We are a unique set of people. We are a very unique and wonderful, blessed set of people, because other people, other races, other nationalities, even people that come to this country, they don't have to code switch. You understand? They don't have to pretend to be something they're not. Every other nationality, even people that come here from other countries, are accepted as is. Check this out. Let me show y'all something. Every major city you go to, LA, New York, Chicago, those are the 3 major cities in the United States of America. However, you do have other major cities. You got Atlanta and, Memphis. You got major cities. But here's the thing. Every major city you go to, y'all, and stop me when I'm lying, has a Koreatown, a Germantown, an Italian town. Every city you go to has a town, a Chinatown. And I ain't gonna lie, shout out Chinatown, even though we supposedly not rocking with the Chinese. I'm gonna tell you something. If you go to Chinatown and you get you some of them noodles, boy, you go over there, them noodles, you ain't gonna find no better noodles than you gonna find in Chinatown. And here's the thing, I'm gonna give Chinatown a shout out, even though I know, again, we got our little issues with the Chinese, but see, that's not their fault. I'm gonna get into that too. But see, the thing I want to say out of respect for Chinatown, when you go to Chinatown, if you come to LA, please take the train and just put Chinatown in the map and go to Chinatown. Because I'm gonna tell you something. It's clean. It's a certain feel they got over there, and it's like, wow. Like, I'm gonna tell you, we could learn a lot from how those people operate and how they move, their food. And I'm gonna tell you this straight up, the customer service is off the chain. I'm gonna tell you the truth. In Chinatown, I didn't even realize I was of ethnicity, because they were so kind and, oh, welcome. Would you like this, sir? And it's like, whoa. So again, the tension that goes on with us, I'm gonna say this: 1 or 2 bad apples could spoil a whole bunch. So do not allow 1 or 2 people to affect how you feel about an entire race of people. But with that being said, like I said, so here's where I'm coming from with us. And see, this is what we as our people need to start pushing for. Where's the African American town? You got Germantown, you got Italian town, and you see how it even sounds. It's okay to even say Germantown, Italian town, Chinatown. They got places and segments to make other people feel comfortable. But where's the African American town? Fortunately, here in LA, we do have Leimert Park. But that's a rarity. And if you look at Leimert Park, and that's why I do my stand-up comedy show, if you look at Leimert Park is a very, very small segmented area. And most of the towns that do have a segregated place for us is very small. And pay attention to this, y'all. It always runs down. Here go where I'm finna mess y'all up a little bit. Your boy been doing his research. These towns always have a Martin Luther King Boulevard. And I love Dr. King. I take nothing from the effort and what he put in and how he assisted our community. I take nothing from him. But the irony of having a Martin Luther King Boulevard is, in most of those cities, y'all tell me if I'm not, when I stop telling the truth, isn't that where most black on black crime happens? Right down at Martin Luther King Boulevard. I'm just saying. So it's kind of like, you know, where can we go and literally show our culture, wear our clothes, be safe, be content, cook our food? Because see, here's the thing. This is something people don't know. I know y'all don't know, but hopefully, matter of fact, I hope y'all find out one day. I can barbecue my butt off. And barbecue is what? It's the food that's soul food. You know what I'm saying? That's soul food. You give me a rack of ribs, some chicken, a couple of steaks, and some hot links, baby, I'm on the grill. That's something I know how to do. And not being funny or nothing. If you ask anybody who has had my food, I get down. But where's my outlet to be able to show my culture? To guess what? To show y'all what my daddy taught me. See, I didn't just wake up knowing how to barbecue. Me and my dad went outside one day. I said, Dad, you know what I want to learn? He said, what's that, son? I said, out of everything. And I'm talking about this when I was in my 20s, out of the military and everything. I said, Dad, you know what I want to learn more than anything? He said, what's that, son? I said, I really want to learn how to barbecue. He said, oh, that ain't nothing. Took me outside, showed me in detail, in depth how to barbecue. See, what y'all got to understand is that's what I'm talking about. That came from one generation to the next. Where is our community where we can share barbecue recipes, where we can sit down and talk about things that's going on in our culture to build our people? So, you know, like I said, I know I went off on a tangent a little bit. It's just that's what came up. So back to the subject at hand. I told y'all I got some stuff to share with y'all today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very exciting week for comedy. Hope Flood, who hosts the Comics Rock Convention, is in town. The Comics Rock Convention is happening right now. That's why I'm so excited. That's why I'm just going wild right now. Tina Graham, who is, well, you know, Def Jam isn't here anymore, but Tina Graham, who was the talent scout for Def Comedy Jam. Let me just give you a few names of who Tina Graham brought to us. When I say brought to us, I want y'all to think about Def Comedy Jam. And I want y'all to think about and I want you guys to remember the name that I'm about to say. The young lady's name is Tina Graham. When I say these names, I want y'all to really think about and resonate. The first name I'm going to mention is someone who I still to this day find joy in watching his comedy, Mr. Bernie Mac. Tina Graham got his audition tape, and we talk about it. She said, Trey Love, I still got Bernie Mac's audition tape for Def Comedy Jam. His audition tape for Def Comedy Jam. Tina Graham got it, y'all. We wouldn't have Bernie Mac had it not been for the young lady that's here in town in LA right now. Okay. Chris Tucker, Martin Lawrence, Eddie Griffin, Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, the names, Romani Watkins. I mean, come on, y'all. From Def Comedy Jam, everybody that you saw, that I saw, that we witnessed on Def Comedy Jam, that blew up to be the biggest comedy names in the world, the young lady who discovered them is here in town, Tina Graham. And if you want to meet her, if you want to meet Tina Graham, if you want to be part of a major comedy experience, then come to the Bob Hope, Patriotic Hall tonight. That's where I'm going to be at 5 o'clock. Patriotic Hall, 5 o'clock. Russell Simmons. Oh, she has Russell Simmons got like, oh, you know Russell Simmons. Yeah. Russell Simmons, exactly. Like, Sean B has a connection with Russell Simmons, y'all. But Russell, and I tell you what, next time you talk to Russell, ask him about Tina Graham. He's gonna know that. Like, I put it like this here: Russell Simmons, Tina Graham, Bob Sumner. Pop is in the building. Pop, I've been waiting on you, man. Oh wow. Oh, so y'all see how y'all see how everything connects. Y'all see how everything connects. Y'all see how everything connects. Bob Sumner, Tina Graham, Russell Simmons. Those are the juggernauts that bought us our legends. The people, I put it like this here: the comedians that are legends today came through these people. So if you want to meet her tonight, if you want to hang out with me tonight, if you want to be around, Alex Thomas is going to be in the building. Melanie Camacho is going to be. He's going to be in the building tonight at the Bob Hope. Wow. He's going to be at. Actually, you know what? I think that's a good plug. You know what, Tammy? Now that you're talking, and especially, Alex, hey, y'all, we're going to try to get Alex Thomas on that cruise next year. Because that's the caliber of comedy we want. Yeah. I just put that out there. Tammy, write that down for me. We're going to try to get the likes of Alex Thomas. Alex Thomas, Chris Spencer. It's going to be some Melanie Camacho. It's going to be some major weight in the building today, y'all. That's why I'm excited. I wanted to share this with y'all. Tap the screen, share it live at the Bob Hope Patriotic Hall tonight in Los Angeles. Just Patriotic Hall. If you look it up, that's where we're going to be. They're having the purple carpet tonight. Shout out to Hope Flood again for putting this together. Patriotic Hall, Bob Hope Patriotic Hall, right? Patriotic Hall. You got to look it up online. Alexa, it's LA.
You're asking about LA? What specific?
Alexa, stop. Alexa I love Alexa. She be like, what you need, baby? Alexa be on my head. What you need, baby? But yeah, we'll be at Patriotic Hall tonight, man. It's gonna be some major. We having a purple carpet, and just to tell y'all too, I'm gonna be out there promoting my comedy show because, as you all know, I do every fourth Fridays, and it's funny. I'm talking about us being black. I do every fourth Fridays at the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center in Leimert Park. So that's where I'm going to be this Friday night. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna give you a heads up. Hit me up, DM me for them tickets because I got the tickets for the low. If you come through to the door, you're gonna pay $15 at the door. But if you want the tickets for the low, I'm talking about like half of that price. Holla at your boy. Hit me up. DM me because I got the Eventbrite. I got everything set up. But if you come to the door last minute, I'm sorry. We're going to charge you $15 at the door. But if you get the tickets in advance, come through. We got drinks. We got food. And come through and hang out with us. Fourth Friday at the Barbara Morrison. Honestly, that starts about 5. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Sean. As soon as because I'm gonna go to 1, but as soon as I get off here, Sean, I'm gonna send you the flyer for tonight, and I'm gonna tell you on the real, Sean, I think you should come. Well, see, you know what? When I said 5, I'm getting there early. See, what I would have to do right now is go off my screen. So that's why I say just right. Let me yeah. No. Right. And to be honest with y'all, forgive me in the name of transparency, but I'm saying 5. That might be hella early. I might be I think an hour early. I don't even think it starts at 6, to be honest. But I know that I'm gonna get there early because of the energy that I know. Yeah, yeah. If you get there at 7, you'll be 100% fine. And I really would like for you to come too because I could introduce you to, well, not that it's people that you know, but I can bring you into my comedy network and introduce you to a lot of comedians. Bet. So check it out. The party even got more lit because Sean B is gonna be in the building, y'all. It's going down. It's going. Right. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. And it's funny. I got a buddy that does that, and you know what's funny? That's what I'm doing now. I'm growing to the point where I'm not just doing what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not just going live on TikTok. And after some research, like right now, as we talking, I'm not just live on TikTok. I got my Facebook, I'm on my StreamYard, my computer's looking at me. I got StreamYard and Facebook live right now too. So I'm live on 3 platforms, y'all. 3 platforms. Yeah. We winning. We winning. All right. So yeah, that's happening. That's what's happening tonight, y'all. It's got to show some love. Pops, is Pops in the building, man? Let's see if we can get Pops on here. Where Pops at? Because Pops came in here and just to tell y'all, man, this brother. Let me see how he doing. Pops, get in here, man. Pops is a singer, man, and when I tell you that brother comes on here, man, and he gives like he plays like. He plays the instruments and he sings the songs, and that's what made me come up with the idea for next year for us to. His energy is magical, and that's why we came up with the idea. That's what made me say, because we was on here jamming, y'all. I was doing comedy. He was on here singing, and I said to myself, you know, my birthday had just passed. We were celebrating, and I said to myself, I said, you know what? I say it would only make sense for us to do a big party next year on a cruise, because I love cruises. I'm sorry, I love being on the boat. Y'all don't even understand. All you can eat is festive, and it just goes down. And I said to myself, I said that would be really live to be able to next year have a comedy show on the boat. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was with it. We was excited about it. I started writing on it. But here's what I'm thinking too. Sean, your birthday is in June, right? Okay. June what exactly? Okay. Wow. Here's what I'm thinking. Maybe we should plan. And again, this is just, and when I say this, I want to make sure, because I say this when I talk to people sometimes. Just because I'm talking doesn't mean I'm married to it, you know. But right now I'm just coming up with ideas. I'm thinking for next year, for 2027, we should do a triple birthday party and have and just knock it out. Do what we did with your party and just add myself and Tammy at our birthdays and have like a 3-headed co-headed birthday party. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Okay. Well, what you doing for your birthday next year? But what you doing for your birthday next year? I still want to know. Oh wow. 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 Oh yeah, Tammy, you know Tammy goes to the UK. Wow. That is what's whoa. Wow. Wow. Y'all better get, let me tell you something. If you ain't got nothing else, you better get you a passport. That's all I got to say. Y'all man, look, let me tell you something. Wow. Man. See, y'all better hear what the girl talking about. You gotta live, y'all. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what let me say this. because I was looking at some stuff, y'all. You got to understand, I'm always branding, I'm always thinking, I'm always processing. And I really do like the choice of what I came up with for the concept of my live segment, which is love, laughs, and romance 50 plus. Do you all hear Sean B is alive? Do y'all hear her life through her conversation? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in Bali for 2. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in Hong Kong. But who you know gonna be in Hong Kong for 2 days? I'm gonna say this. I want you to get a list of your friends, all of them, from your high school friends to the people at work, and how many people you talking to that's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be in Hong Kong for 2 days. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? So that's what I'm saying. And see, let me tell y'all something. Man, and I want to. I'm glad that you brought that up too, because I want to give some knowledge to my listeners. You know, everybody that's in the podcast today. I was stationed in Korea when I was in the military. I was overseas for my mother that's when my mother ended up getting ill and I had to leave Korea, but I was there for 8 months. And I want to share this trueness with you all. I, to this date, and I'm gonna say this, and this is no joke, from before I went to Korea to after I left Korea, and I know this is going to sound weird, but we all have periods in our times where we look back at that time and we can say that was the worst time in my life, or that was the best time in my life, or when I was at my college years were the best, or that, you know, you can talk about what was the most fun you had in your life, or the worst times you had in your life. Again, when I lost my mother, so as you all can imagine, that was 2 years of being dizzy. I mean, I was dizzy for 2 years. But I say this because I want you all to understand how important, especially for our people. I want you all to understand how important it is to travel. How important it is to travel. When I was in Korea, now this was through the military, but I'm going to tell you all, those were, to this date, the best 8 months of my entire life. From before I went to Korea, after I came back from Korea, that 8 months was the most fun that I ever had in my entire life. I was military. I was a young black boy. And when I tell y'all, I was 19 when I went over there. And how do I explain it? When you what we call the United States, well, in the military, if you talk to people that are in the military, we call the United States the world. So when I was in the world, I didn't see things the way I saw things over there. There was a hotel in Korea called the Dragon. They would cook it. It's like Benihana on steroids. Like literally, they would cook the food right in front of you and mix it up and throw the thing in the air. You sitting there like, oh, and the dude would be like, tell your girl, open her mouth, and he throw a shrimp in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? It was just, and I had my 20th birthday in Camp Casey, Korea. And I tell you all, like, hey, Mae West, welcome to the live, y'all. We got Mae West tamales. We got CC's tamales in the building. But when I tell you guys that this is how it was in Korea. Now, mind you, I had a full-time job. I was in the military, and in the military, for those of you who've been in the military, that's why military people, veterans, we can tell you it's the job. You do now you do have to go to work at 5 a.m. because you got to do PT. That's your physical training. But at 9 o'clock, you at work. By 4:30, you off. It's a job. It's a 9 to 5. But when I tell you, we partied overseas in Korea. We partied Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. That was the night. And see, they had one club on base, and the other nights they would have country western. They would have this and that. But who y'all think they gave the black night to? They gave the black people the Friday night. And it's funny because everybody knew that we would laugh, because sometimes we would go up there. The name of the club was called the Gateway. We would go up there just to hang out, maybe get a beer or something and chill. But they would be playing country western, and they would have like it would be different things going on throughout the week. But on Friday night, they had the black DJ in there. They had our music. Back then, the song by the Brat, what's up? Hey, what's up? The Brat was real hot back then. So, man, we was kicking it. We used to party in that thing Friday. When I say I barely remember Saturdays, because all I know is Friday we partied and I would wake up Sunday. But again, overseas, and like I say, when you get on the train and you riding through and you see like going to the Dragon, because I was stationed on Camp Casey. So to get to Seoul, Korea, and I know most of you have heard of Seoul, because Seoul is where they had the Olympics back in '88. And that's what made me know, like, whoa, Seoul, Korea. Okay, I'm going to Korea, but I wasn't and I wanted to get stationed in Seoul because Seoul is like a lot more the city, you know, SEOUL or something like that. I think I spelled it right. But I was stationed in Camp Casey, which was a 2-hour bus ride from Camp Casey. So what would happen is me and my fraternity brothers, man, a group of us and some of the Eastern Star sisters, you know, some of the Masons, some of the Eastern Stars, we would pack up, get on that bus, and man, have our beer and our drinks and all that, and we would go to Seoul for the weekend. And they had a hotel called the Dragon. Man, let me tell you something. The Dragon was so cold. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that we don't have things like this in the United States, because we do. Obviously, we have certain things. We have the luxuries here in the United States. But being in an entirely different country, there is some uniqueness to it. There is some difference to it. And I'm gonna tell you something. But those of you who like Asian art, you would be blown away by the statues and the images of the dragons and the colors and the artwork. So the name of the hotel was called the Dragon. And I mean, you go there, they had the nice drinks and stuff set up for you. The people were so kind and sweet. The food, I can't even lie. The food was so authentic. It was just like, God damn it. I don't know who keeps trying to call me while I'm on live. Why would you try to call me when I'm on a live? Stop calling me. I'm on live. Huh? Yeah, they trying to call me while I'm on live. I can't stand that. I gotta start going in airplane mode, because I can't stand the fact when I'm live. Man, it's like, man, I'm live. Yo, don't call me right now. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, so that part of my life. And then again, I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to Jamaica. I'm going to say this, y'all. And I'm talking to all my people out there. I don't care who you are. You got to get out. You got to travel. You can't sit in the same city. I've known people and met people that were 80 years old and literally have been within the like a 5-mile radius of their home. That is deplorable to me. That is unsafe to me, because how are you going to learn? How are you going to learn? And travel, I'm going to tell you, don't get me wrong. I believe in education. Go get your 1, 2, 3s and your ABCs. But in order to expand your horizons, in order to expand your mind, in order to expand your thoughts, in order to learn things new, in order to see things that you've never seen before, you're going to have to travel. You got to get out of your comfort zone. Book a flight. Like Sean said, meet people, different things, different ways, you know, because here's what's funny. You might have been frying your eggs every morning for the past 20 years. That's how your mama did your eggs. That's how your grandmama did her eggs. That's how you know to do your eggs. And then all of a sudden you taste something and you say, this is good. Somebody say, what's that? That's an egg. And that's an egg. Well, what'd you do with it? It's called egg foo young. I'm just saying. And you know what? Think about it, y'all. Think about it. Retreat in Bali is September 15th to the 23rd. There's a retreat in Bali. Sean B is doing her thing, September 15th to the 23rd. And I'm gonna tell y'all something too. Tammy just brought up a very good point. Love, laughs, and romance after 50. If you're over 50, and you're dating and you live in, I'm just going to use my own private chef villa inspired meals. Let's go. 2,600 total. Let's go. We're going to promote that. Yeah, 2,600 is the total. I know y'all got that. But dang, I was feeling something good. I'll be reading shit. Oh, yeah. Love, laughs, and romance 50 plus. Here's the thing about being, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, transparent. When you're 50 years old and you live somewhere, if you're 50 and affirm payments, that means you can pay it and then pay it off. Y'all better know what affirm means. I use affirm. So that means you can buy it and then pay it off over time. Man, that's a win-win right there. That's a win-win. So let me tell y'all though, when you're older and you're dating and you're looking and not say, and see, here's the thing, people want to act like they're not looking. I'm not saying you looking. I'm not here to try to say you ain't looking. That ain't my call. However, in the name of transparency, for those of us who ain't even looking, if something nice come along, you're not going to turn it down. You understand? You're not going to say, oh, I'm not looking. But if it comes, that's like, I'm going to show you, I'm going to give y'all a case in point. I was walking down the street in Inglewood one day, about 3 weeks ago. This ain't no lie. And I saw $1 on the ground. And it was a full dollar. And when I saw it, I said to myself, no, this ain't a dollar bill on the ground. I saw it as a sign of good luck. But it was a blessing. You think I was going to turn it down? You think I was going to? And I keep that dollar. That's why I reached over there. I keep this dollar on my counter because I literally was walking and I found it. And it's only $1, but it was the significance of that $1 that was right there. Now, what was I supposed to do? Oh, I wasn't looking. I'm not looking for no money. I wasn't looking for no money. I'm not looking for no money, so I'm not going to take none. No, you may not be looking for it, but if a good thing comes your way, be open to it. Be receptive to it. Okay, let's talk about traveling. For those of us that are over 50, Tammy and I have talked about this multiple times during our podcast because we live this real life. We are both single. We both have children. She has sons. I have daughters. We both have gone through family turmoil. I'm not just talking about with the relationships. I'm talking about with the siblings, the aunties, uncles, people that are literally out after money. Her mother passed away recently. God rest her soul. She's had to deal with the sorrow of that. And then she's also had to deal with what happens when you lose people, the way the family come out the woodwork. And I'm going to tell you something. It's never going to be a straight line. It's always going to be messy. It's always going to be messy. But here's the thing about traveling. The thing about not traveling, when you're not traveling, your life becomes so mundane. Your life becomes A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. And I mean, you could be eating good meals. You could be doing your little exercise. You could be having a good life, but it's very mundane. But here's the thing. When you get on a plane, when you get on a flight and you go 5 hours, you go 4 hours, and you end up in an entirely different state, an entirely different country. First of all, it's gonna be unfamiliar. Yeah. You know what? For those of you who do not know, that was deep because that's called sensory perception, y'all. Sensory. When she's at LAX, her brain, the smell goes to her brain and it tells her, girl, you about to do something. You about to be somewhere. You see what I'm saying? So it's euphoric. You know, the smell of LAX, that what they call it, that plane fuel. You know, it's like, wow. And I'm like that too. If I go drop somebody off at LAX, I ain't gonna lie, I be looking. I look inside because I be wanting to know where they going to, where they flying to. But I'm telling you, when you start traveling, for those of you who haven't, I'm sure that most participants have traveled. Most people here have traveled. But if you have not traveled, I'm telling you. But matter of fact, if you haven't traveled, then how about you got a couple of options? Next year, September 26th, you can go to Bali. How about if you haven't traveled? Why don't you join myself and Tammy for our birthday party on a cruise. We don't even have the details yet. But guess what? I'm not going to be in LA and she's not going to be in Jersey. We're going to be somewhere on somebody's boat, drinking somebody liquor and having some fun. That's what we're going to be somewhere doing. You understand me? We ain't got but one life to live. And I'm going to tell y'all straight up. Sean said life is sweeter when you take a chance with love. And that goes back to what the whole thing I was just finna say. See, I got to come back. Y'all understand I'm old. So I'll be talking. Thank you. This OPP. I'll be talking and I'll go to talking about something else. But what I'm saying is you got to be willing to take a chance. Just like I say, I found that dollar walking down the street. If I'm traveling, and even though I'm not looking for a relationship or whatever, or nothing like that, but if I'm traveling somewhere and a young lady catches my eye and I catch her eye, we have a drink, we may have a meal. You never know what could happen with that. You never know. But if you're sitting at home, I tell you what, you're going to miss 100% of your opportunities while you sitting your ass at home. That's what I want to make sure you know. If you're home and you ain't doing nothing, you ain't traveling, you ain't putting yourself out there. Again, I'm going to give you a prime example. My friend was like, hey, I'm taking a live stream class. I'm taking a TikTok class. And instead of a social media class. Now, instead of me being a pessimist, see, this is another thing too, feeling like I know everything. Instead of me feeling like I know everything, because I could easily go, well, you know, I'm a member of the Screen Actors Guild. I've been in movies and I've been in commercials and I have a TikTok and I know how to do social media. Instead of being that person, I was open. I said, you know what? When is the class? You know what? I'm going to roll with you. Hence how I ended up meeting Sean B. Hence why I'm live right now. Because in the name of transparency, and I say this humbly and I say this realistically, had I not met Sean B, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I would not be live right now. You know why? Because I had no idea what I was doing. I had zero idea. Yeah. Remember, and that's what I'm saying. Wow. I didn't even realize that. Welcome to the live, sweetheart. How you doing? And that's what I'm saying. Since 2022, you know, you get it, and I'm gonna just tell y'all, I'm an older cat. So you get these, you know, this social media thing. I go back to a day when I had to go to a like a Radio Shack place, buy demo tapes, and send out 10 demo videotapes, VHSs to people so they could watch my comedy and see if they want to book me or not. That's how hard it was to get yourself out there. But I come from that era when you sent people your black and white headshot physically. You know what I'm saying? You in the mail. I used to stay at the mailbox, 6-7 packages a day, just sending stuff out because I was hungry. I wanted to be seen. You know what I'm saying? But that was that time. I could have taken what I have and not been humble and been like, oh, all right, well, I'm already SAG. I mean, I'm gonna go to your little class meeting for, you know, all right, I'm gonna go. So, but when I went, I didn't go with arrogance. I went humble. I went excited. Again, see, I wanted to know what's going on with social media. And hey, you're taking a social media class. Look, boom. Okay, I'm gonna slide in there. Next thing you know, y'all, I meet Sean B, and now I'm signed to WPA agency. You know what I'm saying? I'm a live host on TikTok. And here's the thing. Without her tutelage, I can't express enough to you all. And even with you, Tammy, I would not know what to do. Tammy will tell you, we tried going live like maybe a couple of years ago. I went live and I was going live, but I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know that. Okay, watch this, y'all. I didn't know when I go live, I should tap the screen. I didn't know when I go live, I should tell people to tap the screen. I didn't know when I go live, I should tell people to power share. I didn't know to tell people that, hey, check out my gift gallery. I didn't know that. I had no knowledge of all of the detailed things that I now have because I have a super agent behind me, backing me up and showing me the tutelage and showing me what to do. And the beauty of being part of her agency is when I need Sean, I can call Sean. That's what's funny because I know she's been busy, I've been busy, but on my notes, I'm like, okay, I need to catch up with Sean B. And before I could even ask her, she was like, yeah, let me do the party. I already was going to ask her to do it, but she's online because she knows about it. She wants to be part of it. That's having your team. You know what? Oh, I want to tell y'all what my filmmaker friend told me yesterday. He said that you only want to be around people that light up when you come around. You only want to be around people that light up when your energy shows up. And when I tell you that this business partnership and friendship, I see, I visualize it. I feel it. I embrace it. We gonna crack. I'm telling y'all right now, the WPA agency, Sean B, Louis Trey Love Smith, actor, comedian. Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Let's enjoy the process. I have a friend who she's a comedian, and I won't say her name because this is something actually negative, but I won't say her name. It's not about her, it's about her outlook. She's one of the funniest comedians in the game. She's funny, she's talented, she's been on TV shows, you know, and she's a brilliant comic. But she posted something recently about retiring because she can't do this, she can't do that. She's saying she's never really been that popular. She can't fill seats, you know, and she's talking about retiring after 30 years. And I got under the comment because I have a very close affection for this lady. I love her. She's a sweetheart of a woman, sweetheart, funny as hell too. And I told her, I said, the fun is in the struggle. The joy is in the pursuit, you know? Do I feel like I should already be certain places in my career? I know I have the talent to, but guess what? God got his own plan and his own time. And I'm humble enough to know that when the universe is ready to manifest for me, it will. And guess what? If the universe doesn't manifest everything that I want, then it wasn't meant to be. And I accept that. I accept that, you know, because here's the thing. I wake up every day who I am, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't care what nobody got to say. I'm happy as I can't even express how happy I am that the good Lord above in the universe. Do y'all know that 16 generations ago, that was over 4,000 people that made who you are? You had a mama, daddy. They had a mama, daddy. They had a mama, daddy. They had a mama, daddy. If you go back 16 generations. That's 4,000 individuals that came before you to make you who you are. That's just 16 generations. And if you go 17 generations, that's 8,000 people. You understand? The point I'm trying to make to you all is we don't know where we come from. We know who we come from because we know our mom and dad, but we don't know of those 4,000 people. How many lives were lived? How many stories were told? Just think about your great-grandparents. Your great-grandparents. You have 8 great-grandparents. So think about that for a minute. And some of you, like myself, know your mom's story. Exactly. Some of you, like myself, were able to meet your great-grandparents. I met my great-grandmother and my great-grandfather on my mother's side, but I never met my great-grandparents on my dad's side. You see what I'm saying? But just because I didn't meet them didn't mean they didn't have lives. They had lives. They lived. They loved. They hurt. They worked. They maintained. You understand? So what I'm saying is there were 4,000 people only 16 generations ago to make you who you were today. And when I tell you that I don't know how I got selected to be here, but I'm happy to be. What up, Uba? How you doing? If I ain't nothing else, I'm happy and pleased and excited to be this man that the good Lord decided to make me. And I'm going to live my life to the fullest. And I'm going to tell you something. I employ you, any of my listeners, anybody rocking with me, to do the same. Now, let me take this all the way back to what romance is about. We all come here individuals. Myself, Tammy included, we're above 50. And Sean as well. We have children. Sean, fortunately, again, I like her game and style because you want to hang with somebody that knows how to maintain a marriage and someone who planned. And I love what she said. She said, as soon as my daughter get out, think about it. Her daughter finished high school and her husband had already planned. See, that's the beauty of having somebody in your life. And that's the thing I haven't been able to find with a mate. I want a partner like a 10, like, yo, baby, let's roll. We go, I'm talking about if she fighting with her right, I'm fighting with my left. If she pull a gun, I'm pulling a knife. We working together. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody on my team. And you know what? In the name of transparency, I'm okay without that. However, wouldn't that be nice though, to be able to have a person that you plan out a year with, 2 years, 3 years. And here's the thing, nobody's ever talking about breaking up. I should have known stuff was gonna bust up between me and my baby mama, because we used to talk about, when we break up, it's like, what? She was saying sometime, and I didn't realize that she was literally planting the seed. But sometimes people plan the breakup before the relationship even starts. You see what I'm saying? That's something to deal with, something to think about. In this day and age, people plan the breakup before the relationship. Wow. You know what? You are a universe. See, that's what. See, now I'm gonna get a little deep, y'all. I've been studying my Buddhism stuff. Like, let me explain. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I found out. I watched this YouTube video on Buddhism, and it was so deep that I journaled on it. Again, I journaled a lot, y'all. I'm an OG. I journal. Buddha says that when someone passes away, you don't hurt, because when they're gone, what are you really missing? You still have your life. You're still alive. But here's what hurts about losing someone. You will never be able to be the person that you are for that person. When he broke that down, what's up, my brother Chris? How you doing, man? Welcome. When I broke that down and I thought about it, what really to this day, y'all notice I break my mom up all the time. My mother passed away in 97. I've had people tell me like, oh, you should be over it. You should be this and that. Hey, look, people are very cruel. But here's where it gets deep. And when Buddha said that, it really just kind of struck something in me. Even right now today, the way I project, the way I speak eloquently, the way I carry myself like a gentleman, trying to accomplish goals, staying educated, all of those were things I admit I did everything I did getting out the military to make my mother proud. I was the son that I wanted. If nothing else, come on now, you know it, Sean B. If nothing else, making your mother proud there's no better feeling that I've ever had, minus y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, there's no better. Let me Tammy know what I'm talking about. There's no better feeling that I've ever had than doing something and my mother going, ooh, or smiling or being happy or laughing. When my mother saw my daughter, when she saw Christina Smith for the first time, when my mother saw her grandchild. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you, I shouldn't have had kids that young. But let me tell you how the universe worked. When my mother saw her grandchild, and my mother's no longer here, but I have the most wonderful memory of when I walked in the room and I had my firstborn daughter in my hand and I gave the baby to my mother. I tell Tina, I tell my daughter this all the time. I say, you took my mother's breath away. My mother's reaction is something that's etched in my soul, because when she saw her grandchild, she went, ooh, and the way she said, oh, come on now, you're gonna make me cry. Don't do that. Don't do that, Sean. You're gonna make me cry. But the way my mother said, ooh, when she saw Christina Smith, when she saw her grandchild, that was her first grandchild, born grandchild. The first, when she saw my baby, I will never forget the way she just held Tina in her arms and she just looked at her, and I'm just like, wow, that's gonna be with me until the day I die. You know, I'm always gonna remember that moment. And I feel, and again, even with that moment, I was, when I was in the military, I was a grown man handling my business. I was only 19 years old. But to be able to give my mother that gift, that's a gift that I cherish for the rest of my life. Here's another thing too, y'all. Let me tell you how this thing goes. My mother passed away young. Her father, my grandfather, ended up living to like 2005. Here's how I know the universe has its own way of doing stuff. I was at his bedside and watched him take his last breath. I know my mama would have been proud of me for that. I know that my mama wanted me to be there for that in her place. My mama used to tell me, you representing me, son. When you go out there and you're living life and people see you, they see me. The hardest part in reality, and I'm going to share this story, y'all. We got 10 minutes left. And before we get out of here, we're going to give our shout outs. I'm going to give y'all everything that's going on because there's a lot going on. But damn, I love making my mother's proud. I'm trying to think. I was going to tell y'all something before I shut down. 10 minutes left. Oh, yeah. The hardest thing about losing her and listening to Buddha in retrospect is, I went to my aunt. I got my college degree. My mother didn't live to see me get my degree. Now, she lived to see me get an honorable discharge out of the military. But my mother died when I was 22 years old, and she was only 42. My mother did not live long enough to actually see me expand into my manhood. But I still, to this day, at 51, live under mentally hurt in a lot of ways. So I got my degree in 2006. And when I got my degree, I was so proud of myself. I was so excited to have a bachelor's degree. And I know that wherever my mother is in the universe, heaven, whatever, she jumping up and down because that's what she wanted. I know that she would have been supremely proud of me. So what I did was, this is the mistake I made. And this goes back to something you and I talked about, Tammy, is family. Y'all tap the screen and share that live, y'all. We getting deep again. Tap the screen, share it live. Do some PR real quick before we get out here. We only got 8 more minutes. I took my college degree and I could not wait to go show my mother's eldest sister the degree, like, hey, auntie, I finished college. And I was so excited about it because the only person that I thought I could share this good news with that would appreciate it as much as my mother would have been her sister. So when I went to take my aunt the degree, and the degree is right there on my wall, y'all. When I went to take my aunt the degree and I showed it to her, I said, auntie, look, I got my degree. And she looked at it, and my auntie is a stickler for education. We're not talking about somebody that doesn't talk about, because I come from a family like that. Like the black people in my family, y'all, they real bougie. If you don't have a degree, all they degree. So here it is. I got y'all know them family members. So here it is. I come with the degree, and I'm the excitement of having a degree was like on 10. So y'all, I went to my mom's oldest sister. And I say, auntie, look. And she looked at it and she smuggled. She was like, oh, that's good. Congratulations. And I was thrown off a little bit. And I said something that I know I would have said to my mother. And this is my mama's sister now. I said something to her I would have said to my mother because I thought that she would be just excited as my mom would be for me obtaining this degree. Don't forget that same auntie, the great uncle, these people talk about degrees like it's toothpaste. If you ain't got no degree, your breath stink kind of thing. She literally, I'm telling you, she looked at my degree and she smuggled. And like I said, I want to make this statement because y'all need to know, and then we're going to take it home. I said, auntie, I'm going to make a copy for you. Because again, I got it, but I'm going to make a copy for you. This is what, and I'm going to be honest, at that time it hurt me, but it let me know how real things are. I said, auntie, I'm going to make a copy for you. Do y'all know she said, you need to make a copy for yourself. And I was speechless. I did not have words to be able to articulate how I felt or how insulting that was. I'm your nephew. I'm your baby sister's son. And I'm coming to you excited the fact that I didn't just wash your car or change your oil or wash the dishes or take the garbage out. I obtained a 4-year degree. my expectations was way too high. I expected for my mother's sister, my aunt, to be proud of me. I expected her to give me that same joy that mama would have. Let me tell you something. If my mama was to see that degree, my mama would have got, let me tell you something. My mama would have made a t-shirt with a picture of the degree on it, walk around. All you would have heard all day, every day. Well, you know, and my nickname was Lurky. She would have still been calling me my nickname. But my mama would have told anybody that listen, Lurky just got his degree. Lurky just got his degree. You know, Lurky just finished college. You know, my baby just finished college. She would have just been so excited and happy. And not just for me. Honestly, my mother would have took ownership of it, because that's what that's what parents do. When you got a degree, when your baby, for example, when my daughter gets straight A's, guess what? You think I ain't bragging? I got straight A's. Oh yeah, my baby got straight A's. The same way I brag about my daughter getting straight A's is the same way my mother would have bragged about me having that degree. So my aunt, she really took the wind out of the sails, but guess what? God bless her. It ain't her blessing. That's my blessing. And it was a lesson. Y'all needed to hear this lesson. All right. So with that being said, everybody ain't happy for you. So with that being said, y'all, we got 6 minutes left, man. I know I ran my mouth. What y'all don't understand is I got Facebook and YouTube live. I'm on TikTok. I had a really, really good time today. I'm super duper excited that the amazingly talented, resourceful Sean B came in with the WPA agency. Shout out all y'all that came in here to rock with us. Shout out to my co-host, Tammy, we gonna fix that, because baby, you are the co-host. And Tammy, like, when my co-host title at? And you know what? We gonna get it cracking. Tammy say, where my co-hosting at? So before I get out of here, y'all, tonight I will be at the Bob Hope. Sean's gonna be there too. Patriotic Hall. It's going down, y'all. It's major comedy weight going on tonight. That's what I'm doing tonight. Friday, I have 2 events, y'all. I'm doing my Laughter is Wellness peer support presentation online. You can join me there. Unfortunately, I can't do it on TikTok, but I can do it online. If you would like to be part of that, if you would like some peer support, counseling, and some help with dealing with mental issues or drug addiction or anything like that, that's where I do that. I'm a peer support specialist, y'all. I'm giving back to the community. So that's going to be Friday at 1 o'clock. And also Friday afternoon, well, Friday evening, Friday night, y'all, we doing the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center, my 4th Friday comedy show. Myself, Jamel Hopper, Pebbles is going to be in the building. And y'all know my co-host, T. Mary. We're going to rock out. And actually, I know it's far, but I'm going to see if we can get Sean B to come out for a minute on Friday and hang out with us. If not, we'll catch her next month, because she's a busy lady, and I know she is, and I got respect for that, and I know she out there making moves. And yeah, that's it. That's all the announcement. Right. She done moved. Yeah, she done moved to Alabama, so, you know, it's hard to say if I'll be able to get her out. But look, y'all, we're going to catch y'all. And again, let me make sure you guys understand the schedule, and it's a reason for this scheduling, because my life is a whirlwind right now. Mondays, 11:30 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Tuesdays, 11:30 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. and 7 o'clock. We're going to go until on Tuesday nights, but Tuesdays, we go live twice. Wednesdays, taking off. Thursdays, which is not today, but Thursdays, we go live 11:30 to 1. So y'all make sure y'all come in, check us out. Now I'm in Texas proper. That's right. So look, that's it, y'all. Catch y'all. Today is what? Tuesday. So we're gonna catch y'all Thursday for sure. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, so we definitely gonna catch y'all on Thursday. I need tomorrow off, y'all, because I gotta move and shake and move. And yeah, we'll catch y'all on Thursday. And before I get out of here, I want to say, man, to everybody, man, live, love, laugh, and find the joy and peace where you can. I hope you got something from today. If you did, man, share this live. Tell other people. I'll see Sean tonight. And go ahead and take us home, Tammy. Tell them what they need. On purpose. And we will see y'all on Thursday. Everybody have a wonderful, blessed evening. And I'll see you tonight, Sean. Goodbye, y'all. Till next time. Y'all be cool. Whew. All right.
far has been the most exciting interview I've had.